Have you ever felt like a woman wanted you, but didn't say a word? The body speaks, and when she's full of desire, it silently screams. Many men ignore these signs and miss out on incredible opportunities to create real, intense, and even life-changing connections. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the subtle yet powerful movements a woman's body makes when it's overcome with desire. If you learn to recognize these signs, you'll never be left wondering again. Even better, you'll know exactly when and how to make your move. First, eyes that shine but avoid prolonged contact. You're at a cafe or at work, and out of nowhere, you feel a look. She watches you for a few seconds, then quickly looks away. It might seem like she's just distracted, but that bright look, followed by a sudden glance away, carries much more than it seems. It's the kind of gesture that shows vulnerability, a desire she's trying to hide. Her eyes are saying, "I'm curious, but I'm not sure if I can show it yet." Women often express themselves through subtle gestures, and eye contact is one of their most powerful tools. When she looks at you and then glances away like she's shy, it shows that you've stirred something in her. And if it happens more than once, she looks, turns away, then looks again, that's your confirmation. It's as if her body is asking for a response, even if she doesn't say a word. Her eyes reveal what words are too afraid to express. This kind of behavior is more common in situations where a woman wants to keep things elegant and discreet. For example, a coworker who's into you likely won't be direct, but her eyes will give her away. And that's where you need to be observant. Don't stare back in a way that feels intimidating. Respond with a soft smile and a confident gaze. That creates a sense of safety and invites her to continue the silent game of attraction. Men who know how to read this kind of body language don't need to say much to win someone over. They simply observe, sense the energy, and respond calmly. That sparkle in her eyes, even if it's just for a few seconds, is a spark of desire waiting for a flame. And if you know how to act at the right time, without rushing, you'll turn that shy glance into a real connection. It all starts with the eyes. Now the question is, are you paying attention? Second, a posture that offers itself without saying a word. Have you ever noticed how a woman changes the way she sits or positions herself when she's interested? It's not a coincidence. When she crosses and uncrosses her legs more than once, leans slightly toward you, or exposes sensitive areas like her neck or wrists, her body is speaking loudly. These are instinctive signs of receptiveness and desire. And the most interesting part? Many times she's not even aware she's doing. So picture this, you're at a coffee shop sitting across from her. At first her posture is reserved, arms crossed or hands resting on her purse. But as the conversation flows and the connection grows, she starts to loosen up. Her shoulders relax, she leans forward, plays with her hair. Her body literally begins to make space for you. This isn't just body language, it's desire manifesting. Now, a direct question for you watching this. Have you ever noticed this kind of change in a woman's posture when she's around you? If so, drop a comment below. I want to know what you did in the moment. Did you respond, hesitate, or just ignore it? Your comment might help other guys who are still learning to read these signs. Let's exchange experiences. And if you've never paid attention to this, start now. Next time you're talking to a woman, observe how her body reacts as the conversation flows. Body language is honest, way more than words. And when you understand that a slight lean, a crossed leg, or a touch to the hair means "I'm interested," you stop playing in the dark and start playing with an edge. Third, casual touches that aren't so casual. You're having a light conversation, maybe at a cafe or after a work meeting. She laughs at something you said and gently touches your arm. It might seem like an innocent gesture, but a touch that happens for no real reason carries deep meaning. Touch is an instinctive way to create connection. And when it's paired with a smile or eye contact, the message is clear. She wants to get closer to you. Women don't just touch men randomly, especially in more formal or public settings. If she touches your shoulder while talking, holds your hand a little longer than necessary, or playfully pushes you while laughing, all of it is a subtle game of getting closer. She's testing the waters, seeing how you'll react, and at the same time letting out a bit of the desire she's been holding in. Here's a practical example. Let's say you're chatting after work and she touches your forearm while making a comment. You could pretend you didn't notice, or you could smile and return the gesture with something light, like a soft touch on her back when saying goodbye. This exchange of touches is like a silent dance. If she takes a step and you respond, the connection deepens. If you ignore it, she'll probably close herself off again. The mistake many men make is thinking they need to be 100% verbal to show interest. But when it comes to desire, the body speaks louder. Understanding and respecting these touches, without overdoing it or making forced moves, shows that you're attentive and mature. And for a woman, that's incredibly attractive. Because female desire is sensory, and touches are the first invitation to something more intense. Fourth, lips that speak, even in silence. One of the most sensual parts of a woman's body is her lips, and she knows it. When she's feeling desire, she starts playing with them almost unconsciously, lightly biting, moistening, or pressing them together. Sometimes she does this while listening to you, like she's lost in her own thoughts. This is one of the most intense and discreet signs of arousal, and most men completely miss it. Picture this. You're having lunch together, laughing about something that happened at work. While you're talking, she touches her lips with a finger or lightly licks them to keep them moist. These gestures aren't random. They're tied to positive anxiety and repressed desire. It's like her body is getting ready for something more intimate. Touching the lips activates sensations, and if she's doing that around you, it means she's feeling something different. It's important not to react too quickly. This kind of movement isn't a direct invitation. It's a gauge of interest. The best move here is to keep the energy subtle. Make eye contact, smile confidently, and keep the conversation engaging. When you don't push, she feels more comfortable continuing to show those signs of desire. And that puts you in a powerful position, someone who understands the game and plays it smoothly. Men who recognize these kinds of gestures have a huge advantage. Because lips don't lie. They show nervousness, attraction, a desire to connect. When a woman starts to speak with her lips, even in silence, she's sending a message that goes beyond words. And if you're paying attention, you can respond in kind, with presence, ease, and a subtle touch of sexual tension in the air. Fifth, the body that fixes itself just for you. You're having a casual conversation with her, maybe after work, and suddenly you notice she's fixing her hair, smoothing her clothes, or discreetly checking her reflection on her phone screen. These movements may seem simple, but they're strong indicators of desire. When a woman feels attracted, she instinctively wants to look more attractive, and her body starts acting on its own, getting ready to be noticed. This behavior is completely instinctive. Adjusting her top strap, subtly moistening her lips with her tongue, or straightening her posture are unconscious ways of drawing attention. It's like her body is saying, "Look at me, I want you to see me." And if she only does this when she's with you, there's no doubt you've stirred something in her. Women don't fix themselves up for no reason when they're feeling comfortable with someone. They do it when they want to seduce. Here's a subtle but powerful example. You're in the same room with other people. She's not overdressed, but every time she speaks to you, she does something with her hair, adjusts her neckline delicately, or checks if her perfume is still noticeable. These are tiny, almost invisible details, but they reveal a desire to impress, and more than that, a desire to be desired or by you. Attentive men notice these signs and know how to appreciate them without overstepping. A subtle compliment, direct eye contact, or a light comment like, "You look beautiful like that," can naturally increase the tension. The key is subtlety. When she feels that you noticed but didn't take advantage, she relaxes, and her desire grows because her body is getting ready for you. All that's left is for you to understand that and act at the right moment. Sixth, the breath that deepens around you. Female desire shows itself not only through gestures but also through Breathing. When a woman is aroused or emotionally stirred, her breathing changes. It becomes deeper, quicker, or even a bit uneven at times. This is a physiological sign, and an extremely revealing one. If you're having a close conversation and you notice her breathing shift, you can bet she's feeling something strong. Think of a common situation. You're in a calm setting, having a relaxed conversation. Suddenly you say something more direct, give her a compliment, or share a more intense idea, and she sighs. Or she goes quiet for a few seconds, breathing more heavily. That's not boredom, it's built-up emotional tension. When her body starts reacting like that, without her realizing, it means the attraction has already crossed into the irrational. Many men miss this detail because they're focused on what she says, not on how she reacts. But that's where the key to seduction lies. Noticing what isn't said. If her breathing changes when you get closer, or if she takes a deep breath while looking at you, it's no coincidence. It's a reflection of desire. Her body is literally trying to stay in control. And that's gold for a man who knows how to handle it. In those moments, the best thing you can do is stay calm and present. There's no need to rush or invade her space. Just keep being yourself, grounded, confident, making eye contact and listening attentively. That combination stirs her body from the inside out. And when she feels like she might lose control around you, that's when she's already fully into it. Bonus: the energy that fills the room without a word. Sometimes it's not a look, a touch, or a posture. It's presence. The way she sits in silence near you but doesn't want to leave. How she smiles more than usual, for no clear reason. Or how the conversation flows, and even during pauses, the atmosphere remains charged with something more. Something both of you feel but don't speak aloud. That's energy. It's chemistry. It's desire in the air. Picture this. You're in an ordinary setting, a waiting room, an office, maybe even at home with friends around. Nothing is happening, but you feel she's more there with you than with anything else going on. Her attention is yours, even when you're not talking directly. That kind of vibe can't be forced. It just happens. And when it does, her body starts sending out signals only a man who's paying attention can catch. That's when time slows down. The world around fades, and every glance, every shy smile seems to carry more weight. The sexual tension becomes palpable, even without touching, even without bold words. It's the body speaking at the highest frequency, emotional connection with physical charge. If you've ever felt that, you know what I'm talking about. It's different, it's powerful, and often it's the start of something that can go way beyond. Your attitude in the face of that energy is what defines the next steps. If you respond with confidence and lightness, she'll feel safe to surrender to that atmosphere. But if you act with anxiety or try to rush things, she might pull away. Mature seduction is quiet, subtle, intense. When her presence surrounds you effortlessly, it's desire showing up, just waiting for your touch. The right touch at the right moment.